Hey guys, it's Libby. Now you may remember like a week ago we all did this thing called the Booktubathon, and some people may say that it is too late for me to be doing a wrap-up for the Booktubathon. To you, sir or madam, I say no. In order to be truly prepared to do a wrap-up of the Booktubathon, you not only have to participate in the Booktubathon, you then have to drive across 4 states, severely confuse some people who work at Panera, get food poisoning from some suspicious ricotta cheese, and build kitchen cabinetry before your soul is truly prepared to wrap up your Booktubathon experience. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, the Booktubathon, how'd it go? It went okay. I, of course, had to drive to New York in the middle of it. That kind of slowed me down, both in terms of reading and challenges. So I ended up completing 4 books. 2 of them were audiobooks. 1 of them was a novella, and 1 of them I'd already started, but it still counts. And I started a 5th book during the Booktubathon. The first one was Weird Sisters by Terry Pratchett. I am counting this for the challenge of read a book that you really want to read, because I really want to finish the Discworld series this year. That's another thing that's not going to happen. Then I read Burning Girls by Veronica Chenoz. This lovely little novella filled a whole bunch of categories for me. Chenoz starts with the same letter as Stevenson, so that is that challenge ticked off. It's got a sort of greenish blue on the cover if you care to go look it up. So there's the blue challenge right there. And I read the entire thing in one sitting without letting go of my phone, which I had downloaded it onto. So 3 challenges right there. Thank you, Burning Girls. Thank you so much. I like that book a lot, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in my wrap-up, so I'm just going to dangle that worm before you and then wait till I can reel in the lore. Then I listened to 2 audiobooks. One of them was Cousin Phyllis by Elizabeth Gaskell. That book was meh. And I also read The Well-Beloved by Thomas Hardy, which counts as reading the last book you acquired because I downloaded it during the Booktubathon. And also, I was listening to that while I was driving up to New York, and if you know anything about Thomas Hardy, you know that he likes to capture rural English country life in the 19th century, so it was very nice to be driving through all these rolling farmlands with cows and the smells of cows all around me. So if you're planning a long rural drive, I definitely recommend listening to Thomas Hardy. I also just generally recommend listening to Thomas Hardy. And then finally, I started Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. I was not able to finish it, and I still haven't really gotten that far because, you know, wedding happened. And you always think when you're on vacation, you're gonna like have all this time, but then like your family's there and you remember that they're actually kind of cool and you want to hang out with them. So sorry, Emily. You were slightly neglected. If I want to be really cheaty, I can say that this book counts as read somebody else's favorite book, because I'm pretty sure this is a popular book. Somebody out there, this is their favorite book. But that's really lame. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna say that I completed 5 of the 7 challenges. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about this once I've actually finished it, but for now, let me just say that I am really liking it, even though it's caused me a couple problems. So this is a partially post-apocalyptic and partially just slightly pre-apocalyptic book in which most of the world's population is wiped out by something called the Georgia flu, which is a highly infectious and deadly version of the flu. And it's so engrossing that I sometimes forgot that it's not real. So I'd be like having a conversation with one of my cousins, and she had done like medical assistance volunteering in Ghana, and she was talking about like the medical standards that were there, and I was like, yeah, and it's also got to be really tough because, you know, Georgia flu. Wait, the Georgia flu exists. Why am I not panicking? Oh wait, no, that was a book. So if that is not a strong enough recommendation, I don't know what is. All books should make you feel like you're imminently going to die. So there we go, the wrap-up of my first Booktubathon, because I just barely missed it last year. I hope you guys had as lovely of a time as I did, and I will see you soon in a new video.